Two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
All problems
Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. No, no, no. Good things come to those who wait, but not to those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
My dad just looked at me
Yeah, girl.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I, you and I. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. David Spitz-Madden on the guitar.
Let's go, David! Woo!
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Two of us.
Hello, hello. Oh my god. Is this balanced? I think everything reset while I was away. Okay, wait. Oh, good. Hello. Sana. Laza. Seth. Jake. Jake was lucky in here. For some reason, Jake is connected to my Chatterino chat, so he's just always lurking in here when I'm offline. I'm not safe in my own chat room. I kind of hate it. But it's fine. Marky, hello. Good to see you. This was the only video that I blurred. Well, not the only video because I did the other ones. The only performance one that I blurred MK's face out of because it was taking forever to re-render the videos. So for the other ones, I'll just skip the end because you don't need to see everyone. It was just this one where I did a pan of everyone in the back. Yes, Kite's bass was so good. I got one from the front. Wait, let me see if I have it actually. I don't remember which song it was. It was only 2 minutes though. I really regret not like filming a full song, but I'm glad that I managed to get snippets. I'll need to send these to her later. How long is this one? Oh, that's 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a better shot of Kite from
Angelica Brie on bass, everybody.
Yeah, girl.
It's Seth again. Hey, look at her. They were so good. I'm kind of surprised there weren't more people vibing, but actually quite a few people sat down. I think it was just because there were only like a few like of the shade umbrella things. You need to self-promote. Oh, true. Yeah. I was actually in the middle of doing a tweet. I didn't give myself enough time. I should have done this all before I started the stream. I hope everyone's doing well though. It's the end of Thursday, which is nice. It's Friday and then it's weekend. I really need this weekend to reset my sleep. Chose a really random picture for the tweet because I couldn't find anything else. Alright, let me throw in TJ's thing. I'm not going to go through any of the pictures that people have already posted and stuff like that because I feel like there's a whole bunch of other street. Basically, I feel like I'm the last one to do a recap because everyone got back like Monday or Tuesday, and I think I'm one of the last to return back to streams, so yeah, everything's probably already been covered, but I'm gonna just go through the pictures that I took and any like anecdotes that I can remember. Is that the end of that one already? Okay, we'll just let it loop. Let me just post this thingy in TJ's chat, then start. Where is it? Oh my god, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Different perspectives, true. Oh, whoops. Yes. It's always nice to get story from other people. So, Duchamp, hello. What is up? How are you doing? I didn't get to see you at TwitchCon mostly because I didn't go. That would be a good reason why I didn't see you. To be fair, okay, so there's like, I'll get into this later, but there was like people who were going who I still didn't get to see because there was just so much going on. Like, it was really difficult to try and divide up my time between everyone that I wanted to meet. Yeah, I ended up not getting to see some people, but that's okay. There's always next year, and I'm sure there'll be opportunities in between then. Yeah, I'm glad that the people I did get to see. I'm actually impressed with how many people I managed to get to see in such a short amount of time. Okay. Let me throw this into Wiggles' Discord, and then we should be good. Oh my gosh. Okay. This goes here. Boom. Done. Alright, there we go. Think? Alright, we've looped this one enough. Let's... Oh. I didn't even pick out anything to, like, play in the background. Let me just throw on some lo-fi or something. Just look at that. This one? Is this one? Can I play this one? Let me just double check. Oh, you know what I should play? Oh, I don't know if I... Oh, you know what? We'll just play this. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Is this too bright? I feel like this is too bright. I set it slightly brighter. No, this is kind of the same brightness actually. I'm wearing my... Oh, you can't see it. San Diego. I have the Amsterdam one over on the chair over there, so I'll compare them later and see. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's quite loud actually. This better not be... I think this is stream safe. Falazzo, hello again. I have... we'll get to that actually. I have so many pictures. I have, like... I took a lot. We'll go through those. How is everyone doing though? I feel like this is the first time streaming in a very long time. It's only been 10 days. To be fair, I've taken breaks longer. I mean, yeah. I used to be very inconsistent. I'm surprised that I'm actually even capable of streaming right now, but I normally stream on Thursdays and Tuesdays and like one day on the weekend. So this is like, it fell right into the schedule again. So, Kieran, hello. It's, this is one other thing. Okay, we'll get into this as well. But like having, like Kieran's, and Turtles, and just like all the other UK streamers, Twitch notifications come through while I was still like in bed was so mind-blowing. Like I knew obviously there's the whole time difference thing of like 8 or 9 hours, but experiencing it firsthand of what it's like to be on the West Coast while UK people are like streaming and doing their own thing was really wild. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was just, yeah, I don't know. It kind of screwed with my brain a bit because it's like I was when I look at your names and your streams, I'm like in UK mode. So to me, it was like you were streaming at like, I don't know, 7 or 8 in the morning. It was so weird. Oh, you have this one too, Falaza? Yes. I always wanted to pick up. Truly, hello. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad the alerts work still. That's good. I have a backup just in case. Yeah. What was I saying? Something about the time difference. Oh no. Yeah, the shirt. So I've made it an executive decision to always pick up a con shirt because it'll be like, hey, I went to the con and I got a shirt. As far as souvenirs go, I picked up a fridge magnet at the airport on the way back because I realized that I didn't get one. I'll actually show it when we get to that bit of the airport at the end. But I didn't get a snow globe or a mug because I got this snow globe when I went to Amsterdam. And it's very cute, but I thought if I get a snow globe everywhere I go, I'm probably just gonna end up collecting a bunch of junk. Wait, did I get raided? Oh my gosh, wait. Risky! Thank you so much for the raid! How are you doing? What the heck? How did your stream go? Wait, let me give you a shout out. I think the shout out thingy should still work. Hi. How was Limbo? How many times did you end up dying? I was there when you was setting up your death command still, so I know that you have your death count somewhere. Let's not talk about it, please. Oh my god. Okay, so I said somewhere we should just preemptively add 1,000 because, I mean, it looks like you were on your way there. Basher, thank you so much for the follow. This is a sneak peek. Oh god, it's blocking my face. This is a sneak peek of the shout out overlay we're working on stream. Obviously, I haven't worked on it since before San Diego, but we will get back to it because we need to finish it and stuff. Nice. That's like the... That's a good alert sound. Also, I need to play Faz. I've never played Faz. I've watched a lot of people play Faz. I've never played it myself, which is kind of ironic because I always join in on the Faz smiley for TJ. Let me welcome everyone in. Oh my gosh, so many first-time chatters. Truly, thank you for the follow again. It's good to see you. I hope your It Takes Two story is coming along nicely. Should bring that shirt to London? Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think the shirt's a good thing because it's like, you know, I wear these shirts, right? So it makes sense to pick one up for me. Mask, hello, welcome in. Rika, good to see you. Grand, hello. And D, Frosty, hello. Thank you for the offline follow the other day. That was super kind of you. Lani, hello. Lani is as hot as everyone says, by the way. Like, I mean, there was no doubt in my mind, but she really is. I saw with my very own 2 eyes, and I have pictures. Yes. Well, I have some pictures.
Giraffe.
I realize that sounds weird. It's not, I didn't mean it that way. Basher, hello. Opie, good to see you. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, the
Carrots. That's Eddie. And Risky, thank you for the follow. Because I think you offline followed me a while ago, which I was super surprised about. So thank you for that, first of all. I was super kind of you. Yeah, it was before San Diego. Nasty, I've met Nasty as well. Delightful human being. That meetup. Okay, we'll get to that because I have pictures and videos. Diego, hello. Thank you for the follow. So before stream, I went through all the pictures and I tried to filter out anyone who didn't want to be in the thing. MK was in quite a few of the videos that I shot, so I blurred her out as best as I could. I think I managed to get every instance, but I will just double check when I open the videos just on this other screen. And if there's anyone here who went to San Diego who does not want to be shown on the stream, please let me know. I couldn't find a definitive list of everyone, so this would be a good place to let me know. And we can just do it live. I'll just Photoshop you out on the other screen. I can switch to this screen actually, and then I can do it. I'll replace you with like, I don't know, TJ's. I could put TJ's F-boy face over your face. I think that would work. Oh, I'm so behind. Like a lot, 181. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent amount. I played Celeste. If anyone hasn't played Celeste, I highly recommend it if you're into platformers. I died. I honestly don't remember, but it's in the thousands. So yeah, I feel that. Did you like the raid message? Wait. The raid message. And you are, oh my god, I only just read it. Okay, so we'll skip to this part of the story just because Risky's brought it up. I feel so guilty. Basically, I went to the meetup, and this was my first time meeting a whole bunch of TJ's community because, I mean, I did go to Amsterdam, but unfortunately, I had only just joined TJ's community like a month before. So I didn't really know anyone except for TJ. I knew Gan and Meta because Gan was from Meta's stream. Or, not from his stream, but I knew Gan from Meta's stream instead of TJ's stream. It's funny because Gan actually introduced Meta to TJ, and I found TJ through Meta, so it kind of all comes full circle. But anyway, so Gan and Meta were kind of like the only two that I knew. Obviously Swish as well because of Meta. And so I had to find TJ to give him the camera that I got him, which was the Elgato Facecam, which is behind me. And yeah, I was like DMing TJ. I was like, where can I find you and stuff like that. I felt really bad because I felt like I was pinging him a lot, but I really just needed to get him the camera. And I found him in Cabana, which is like the music area, and he was surrounded by some people who I don't know if they were from the community because oh my gosh, Kieran, thank you so much for the sub, the gift sub to Risky. That was super kind of you. I don't know why the sound didn't play for that, but that was super appreciated. Thank you. All right, I swear this story has a purpose. Yes, I was basically just saying I didn't know too many people. So yeah, this San Diego was kind of my first time like going to the meetup and like seeing everyone in person, which is super scary. But I mean, I've gotten to know a few of you, a lot of you, through streams over like the last month, 2 months, 3 months, however long it's been. And you're all so lovely and wonderful, and you put up with all the memes that I make. So yeah, I was super excited to meet everyone. I knew Risky from streams, obviously, because I'd followed Risky. I don't remember when, because I knew Risky had. There's stuff happening behind that's kind of on hold at the moment. Anyway, Myth kind of probably introduced me to Risky. But I hadn't seen too many of Risky's streams, so like the version of Risky that I had in my head like didn't have like, I couldn't like map it to like a human face. And this is like all coming out really wrong, but basically, I had like a brain fart when I met Risky in person at the meetup, and I couldn't immediately tell that it was Risky. Even though I'd literally just seen her on stream, like, I think you went full-time. Yeah, you must have gone full-time before the previous week, because otherwise I wouldn't have said congrats on going full-time. Anyway, Wiggles was close by, and he heard me go like, I don't know if I said "and you are." I don't know if those were my exact words. I think I just hesitated. I was like, because I was like trying to figure out your name. And yeah. So Wiggles kind of took that and ran with it. Yeah. So I apologize for that, but it's fine. We're just giving. I guess I was gonna say we're just giving Wiggles content, but. Let me catch up again. There's a lot of what they said. D, it was so good meeting you as well. The man, the myth, the legend, D. We're done with the It Takes One. Wait, what happened? Did you finish it by yourself? Or did you break up at the end? I haven't actually finished that game, so no spoilers. Les. I think I'm actually close. I'm pretty close. The whole Little Italy squad is here? They are. I have pictures of that as well. So, yeah. I feel like staying next to Little Italy was either the best or worst decision, just because there's a lot of food places, obviously, but it also means it's like a wallet sink because there's just so many places to eat. Yeah. Tax, hello, thank you for the quack. I don't know if that fired. I think it did. Maybe it did. Little Italy. Cry face. Easy as my girlfriend. Mask. Wait, do I have the Mario Party footage? I think I do. MB, thank you for the follow. I don't know if that popped up. Let me replay it just in case. That was super kind of you. Hello. So we didn't get to meet Friday night. Was a little hectic. It was. There was just so many people at the meetup. I'm so glad that so many people decided to come, because it felt like I remember being there at like just a bit past 7, and it felt really empty. Not like really empty. It was just like there was a lot of space. And then suddenly, just like out of nowhere, all that space was filled. Like there were people just appeared out of nowhere. But it was really good. It was a really good vibe, and I'm kind of glad that we did get moved from the second floor to outside, because it was nice to be out in the open air, and I think it was like the perfect space, like space to people ratio. It wasn't too packed. It felt like the right amount of bodies in one place, which sounds kind of sus, but you know what I mean. So many familiar faces here. I know, that's what I love, is that I can put like actual faces to names now, which is really what's the word, gratifying? I don't know. Just blow Risky out because we finished you. Kieran's gonna get slapped. I can feel it. Dana, hello. Oh my gosh, it was so good to meet you. I have a picture of Dana and I, and it's like Dana's just the cutest human ever. And I only noticed your what was it? It's like a frog with a hat thing that was attached to your belt earlier. I don't know if it's a frog. It might have been something else. None of me, please. Really? You're like in 60 or 70% of the photos. I can like delete all of them if you're being serious, but I don't know if you are. Maybe. Who's that? Oh my gosh, Marky. It's fine. Risky got the chocolate from Marky already, so you can probably just ban Marky now. I have the chocolate. Oh, so I got this whole like Twitch bag, and I have not unpacked it. So this is like packed. I got so much stuff. Oh, there's a fridge magnet. Okay. There's quite a lot of things in here. Alright, we'll go through that. I basically just hoovered up all of the free stuff. Well, not all of it, because there was actually quite a lot that I missed out on, but yeah. We'll see. He's ignoring our raid message. I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. Yeah. But thank you again for that raid. If anyone's new here, and doesn't know me, I am the Firewire. I make a bunch of memes and I code stuff sometimes. You probably best know me from memeing TJ, or Wiggles. And yeah. Oh my gosh. If you need to go and do like post-stream stuff, please go do that. I know you've been suffering through... Not suffering. It's the wrong word. Enjoying Risky's Limbo deaths. So I can imagine that was slightly taxing. If you need to go and decompress from that, then please go do that. And yeah, I'll just be recounting some stuff from pictures that I took for the trip. Let me snooze this ad real quick. Here we go. Gives us a bit of time. I love cold tea. Celeste is the best. Oh my gosh, you love Celeste. I need to finish the D sides, I think. Was it C sides? I think I finished the C sides, to be honest. I haven't done any of the strawberries because I am terrible at platformers. But yeah, it's such a fun game and very rewarding. And oh my god. Yeah. Also, Fire, I hope you know I'm just giving you a hard time. Not everyone knows. Yes, I know. It's all good. I knew in the way that you were telling the story, that it was just a thing. It's funny because it was like such a quick moment for me, but Wiggles just picked up on that and has been giving you a hard time. So I apologize for that. I didn't even think about that. But I do remember the laughter now, actually, from that moment, because I think the same thing happened with D. Seeing D for the first time. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. Risky had to ask me who I was, and my heart isn't broken or anything. Oh my gosh, that's right. I saw that in Risky's chat. You see, it happens both ways. Sometimes you know, and sometimes you don't get known. Or is that the right way around? I think so. Maybe. Me, hello. I just got to these messages. I'm so far behind. Oh, it's just everyone greeting each other. That's good. It's good. Kieran just showed me your date video with TJ on Twitter. I was dying. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that I did that. I was telling TJ about this in San Diego, but originally I was gonna go with a TED Talk type presentation. Like I was gonna come up with like a Google Slides thing of like reasons why you should date me. But then I thought that might be a bit too dry, you know, like it would be funny for the first minute, but not for a full 5 minutes. So it kind of evolved into that Photoshop idea with like the pictures, and yeah, I was pretty pleased with how it turned out. And the kicker is, so I have a green screen, but no one knows that. Like, I think I used it for one stream right before Amsterdam, and then I never used it again. So no one actually knew that I had that, and I used it to my full advantage. Because after I got back from Amsterdam, I cleaned up like this area behind me. So it, I think I prefer that to the green screen, to be honest. Brain fart or a couple of beers. I mean, true. I actually only had one drink at that bar, I think. No, actually that's a lie. I had two. Because the outside area had beers, and I'm not a big beer drinker, but they had, I think, something else inside that I got. And yeah. So that was fun. It was a finger guns. Oh, did I do finger guns? I can't believe I defaulted to finger guns. Like, that's actually hilarious to think about. The fact that I just did that instinctively. Yeah, that must have been... I must have been a drink in already, because I don't ever do finger guns. Just, like, in general, so... He looks for any opportunity to humble me. I kind of love that about Wiggles. I mean, we all know he loves giving everyone a hard time, so... Ayo. Kappa. Both is good. Maybe it was a combination of both, probably. It was just, yeah. It was slightly overwhelming meeting everyone, but in a very good way. Is our child going to make an appearance? Yes. I had to think a moment about what that was, but I have everything, all my clothes that I got over on the side over there, so I'm gonna show that off one bit at a time. I'm very excited. How far are we? We're already half an hour in. I haven't even started on the pictures. Oops. I was drinking every single day. I love that. I got so used to like the whole like going out thing, like trying to find places to eat in the morning, trying to work out what we wanted to do for the day, stuff like that. It was such a good time. Yeah. I can't wait for the next time. Firewise Mind is Wonderland. It kind of is. Honestly, I should probably drink more. That sounds terrible. I don't drink that much. Like, San Diego is probably the most that I've drunk in ever. So, maybe I should use that to my memeing advantage. And like, because I probably have a lot of meme ideas that I could unlock with alcohol. Maybe. I probably shouldn't go overboard. I mean, Jake would be proud of me. Big brain energy, yes. Thank you. You're all too kind to me. Very kind. Suffering. I'm croissanting. That's a word I picked up in... Oh my god. I need to get a better chair. You know what I mean. Enjoying. Suffering, enjoying, same thing. Alright, I think I'm caught up. Kadu, hello. It's good to see you. How are you doing? I sucked at Celeste. To be fair, so did I. I think it's part of the journey of trying to be better at, like, just like there are some tricks you pick up. There are some that like it doesn't even teach you and you just have to happen to know. Yeah, it's a very difficult game. I have it on Switch, but maybe I should redo it on PC. That could be fun. Lumberzack says drink more. I don't remember if I said hello to you, but hello. Yeah, maybe I should. I think I would probably not do it alone. I would probably have to be with either IRL friends or Twitch friends. But yeah. I freaking love your challenge street. Thank you. We worked on that a couple months ago. It's kind of like an alternative version to the one that we have on the other screen. This one just stays on the screen slightly longer. Marquis says, at least you tried vodka finally. Okay. So we'll probably also get to this. But I mentioned to Wiggles that I don't think I've had vodka before, which I don't think I have. Maybe I have? but I can't think of when I would have had it. So yeah, I'm counting it as my first time having vodka. And it was decent. It wasn't... Well, there was a lot of ice, so I don't... Maybe it was diluted. I don't know. I don't really remember the drinking that much, to be honest. I had a Vegas bomb as a shot, which was apparently like 4 shots in one, which I downed. And I think that's what helped me got started. And then I had it as a drink over ice, which was probably the smart thing to do. And then I think I had the vodka and something. Vodka and Red Bull, what was it? See, I didn't get that drunk. I still have my memory, so apparently I can hold my alcohol. Although maybe the dancing would say otherwise. Let me see. No bongo tap? Wait, do I not have bongo tap? Should add this. I gave you booze? Wait. Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, yes, I did drink before the vodka and Red Bull. Yeah. Brandon, hello. How are you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Triggerfy guy. I love that you're referring to me as that. I've been well. How have you been? Yeah. It feels weird to be streaming again, but I'm glad that I am, because it's been a while. And I was just starting to get into my schedule of my like rhythm of streaming. And then I had this break. Actually, the break was good, so I do appreciate that. Let me add this let me add Bongo Tap to BTTV real quick, because we have extra slots still. What the heck? Wiggles put his own Bongo Tap as a shared thing on BTTV. That's kind of funny. Look at it. That's a sub emote, isn't it? Like, why would you put that? I mean, you could only use it in one channel, so. Which one do we want? There's so many. Let's just use this one. Here we go. It's in. Oh wait, you didn't even see it. I'm not even on the right scene. I was just commenting on how Wiggles has added his own Bongo Tap to the public list. That's some like big brain self promo right there. Because I think this is a sub emote. Risky's using it. Gan's using it. I recognize some of these other names actually. That's funny. And that was earlier this year. Nice. I added it, so if you refresh chat, it should be in there now. Oh, it says in the thing. It refreshed on chat automatically. Nice. I love that. Okay, let's start with the thingy things. Let me just double check where this will appear. Okay, so first picture that I took, this was at my hometown's train station. And everyone commented on this because my shoes match my luggage. Which is really funny because I also have a hoodie that's kind of the same color. I actually didn't realize like how well those colors match. It's kind of funny. And someone commented on my Twitter post. They asked if I bought the luggage or the shoes first. And it's funny because I think I bought the shoes first, but I found the luggage later. So I didn't buy the luggage. I just found it in like the attic. So clearly the luggage had already existed. I was just unintentionally color pairing and I didn't even know it. So there you go. Told you so at the airport. I know. I mean, I took this picture with the intent, with the express purpose that they matched. So it comes full circle. This does, by the way, later, but we'll get there. I wonder if I should actually no. Wait, I kind of want to turn this black background. Can I do that? Is this gonna cuck me? Hopefully it doesn't. You know what? We'll just leave it. Are you standing on a well's back? I'm standing on the concrete ground, but as you can see, people are gross and just spit their gum out everywhere. So there's a lot of gum, and I guess this part of the station doesn't get water. The word like water cleaned, like the thing you use to take gum off. Right. Well, I have a lot of pictures to get through, so we'll just move on to the next one. Which is this. So for those of you who are not aware, I bought Marky a Fall Guys plush because Marky and I met at the airport, or we were on the same flight, and I thought it was super cool that he was buying chocolate for everyone. So I wanted to get him something small in return, and I got him this because Marky is cracked at Fall Guys, and I thought this would be a really just cute gift. So I met him at the airport. I didn't get any pictures with Marky holding it up, unfortunately, but yeah, I kind of wanted to film his reaction to getting it, but like he was the first person from the community that I met, and I didn't want to be weird, so I just gave it to him without filming it. But yeah, he has it now, so if he ever streams with a camera and gets like a setup and everything, hopefully he'll put it behind him somewhere. Yeah, so the funny story about this is I didn't want to directly ask Marky which one he would get. So I asked Meta Musil, who Marky knows, to ask him indirectly by pretending he was getting a gift for his like niece or nephew, and he asked Marky like which one he thinks he should get, like which one Marky would like as a cheeky way to try and find out which one Marky wanted, because it was like a chicken one, I think there was like a hot dog one, and I think maybe a yellow and pink one. I'm not sure, but Marky was like, oh, this one's iconic, so probably this one. And then I was just like, you know what, we'll just get this one. Yeah, and it arrived in time, which is good. I sent a picture of this to Wiggles in the morning, and he thought it was really cute because Wiggles texted me and it was like, which airport are you going to be at? Because Wiggles was also flying out from London on the same day, but he was taking an earlier flight. So yeah, it would have been funny if Marky, Wiggles, and I all ended up on the same flight. But yeah, unfortunately Wiggles was the stinker in this case because he called me a stinker for it. But yeah, 2v1. Obviously, Marky and I are the winners. Fall Guy, I know. Wasabi, hello. Oh my gosh. If you love my emotes, I always want to shout out Wasabi because Wasabi did my emotes. So, oh, you know what? Wasabi, you're going to love this. Wait, I need to skip to this picture because Seth was amazing and so thoughtful. He got one of the emotes done as one of his nails, and I think I have a picture of it somewhere. Where is it? I'm surprised I actually didn't take like a proper picture of like everything, because he also got thankies. Hey, look, it's so cute. And you can't really see it in this picture, but the heart has glitter in it, under it. I don't know what the term for it is, but it was so well done, and his nail artist freehanded this. So yeah, the perspective is a little janky, but it looked really good. It's so awesome. And a really sweet surprise. Alright, we're skipping ahead, but yes. When did I take that one? On the 8th. Okay. Kieran, you're heading off? Alright, sounds good. Have a good sleep. I know I started kind of late today. I should have started an hour earlier, but yeah. Have a good sleep. Thank you for stopping in. It was good to see you again. And also Wasabi, yes, I'm so sad that I missed you. Because I was gonna see Nessa as well, and I think her car broke down or was in the shop or something. So I'm really sad that I didn't get to see her either. Yeah, but there will always be more opportunities, so it just means that I have to go to the next one if it's in San Diego again, or wherever it is. Hopefully it's not. I mean, they've done the last couple years, or last year they did, or the year before last, 2019 they did San Diego. Before that it was San Jose. So it looks like the theme is West Coast, honestly, for the American TwitchCons, but maybe they'll change it up. Who knows? Who knows? But yes, Kieran, have a good sleep. I'll catch you soon. It's like the fingers are on fire. I know. I mean, they are on metaphorical fire. Let's be real. TwitchCon Paris, true. Yes, there is a TwitchCon Paris for our EU folks. I'm very excited for that. And yeah, it'll be my first time visiting Paris, so I'm pretty excited. Oh god, why do I have this picture of me? I feel like I should have just deleted a whole bunch of pictures of me because I took a lot of pictures of me. I don't want this to be full screen. Why do I look like I stole someone's phone and I'm just trying to like put in the wrong code and it just took a picture of me? Okay, so from this I can tell I was on the Piccadilly line, so I had to basically, we're just gonna ignore my face. I had to take the underground to London, and yeah. So Heathrow over here, I don't know if this is Heathrow because it's zone 6. So Heathrow is the airport. It's like right on the edge of London, so it's in the last zone. Fortunately, I was able to get a travel card for slightly cheaper than like taking the overground. But yeah, that was nice. Seth, absolutely. I mean, yes, 100%. I would love to. I want to go so badly. You should definitely try and make it happen. I think, because it's difficult to get a lot of the EU people to US, and obviously it will be difficult for US to make it to EU, but yeah. I think it's difficult to try and like find an in-between. So I think the more people who are able to come from the other side to the other side, like EU to US or US to EU, like makes it all the more worthwhile. I think Jay is already kind of hoping to do EU as well, Paris, because we'll definitely have to organize a meetup like the San Diego one, because it just makes it easier for everyone to like come together, you know, like no one's scrambling to message each other, and like there are conflicting dates and times and blah blah blah. One central date and time for like a single instance of everyone getting to see each other would be the best case scenario. So yeah. And apparently these noodles are ATP from, I don't know what shop this is. Nectar. I think this is Sainsbury's. It's orange branding, so I'm assuming it's Sainsbury's. We're gonna skip this video. What? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. I don't know why I filmed that. Okay. I think I might have been recording something to send to someone over Snap, and I was like, I'll just pull some faces. Okay, just ignoring that and moving on. Piccadilly line is literally chaos. The underground that morning was... Wait, I have a video of it here. Oh god, why is it so short? So this, I mean, for a service called the Underground, the line that I took, obviously, to get out of London to Zone 6 was very not underground, but it kind of makes sense because, I mean, I was leaving London, essentially. So yeah, it was nice to not be stuck underground because I didn't have any signal, obviously. I think, oh, can I zoom in on this? Can't. Wait. Oh. Basically, this loop that you can see here is Heathrow. This is Terminal 5. This is Terminal 2, I think. And this is Terminal... Oh, sorry, this is Terminal 1, 2, and 3. And this is Terminal 4. For some reason, they wanted to make 4 like off to the side. I mean, it makes sense because they're like, this is a new terminal, so I don't know where to put it. But that means that it was difficult to try and connect the thing because it would have to go like this. And then they made Terminal 5 and they put it like directly behind it. So that makes sense. But now they have this really awkward loop that they have to do every time you want to go to that terminal. So there's one service that goes like this, and then there's another service that goes like this. And I was super worried that I got on the wrong train because I wasn't sure if this one was the one that did this or if it was the one that did this, but I got on the right one, so it's okay. Yeah, the map is actually really easy to follow. You just kind of need to pay attention. 2 weeks going to Sweden next year, hopefully UK and Paris. Oh, hell yes, Anna. I'm super excited for you. Traveling is like, I mean, I didn't realize how much I missed it until I did Amsterdam. So yeah, I'm excited. I want my TwitchCon Paris croissant. Can you imagine? They just give everyone a croissant, like TwitchCon branded croissant in like a little bag that you pick up, the affiliate gift. Mar3, hello. Oh my gosh, thank you for joining the Reski raid. Thanks for coming in. Much appreciate. Dilly Picker. Nice. I'm going to save up for Paris and I'm going to go UK and Amsterdam during Easter. Nice. I love that. Yeah, Paris is going to be doable, I think, just because for the sheer fact that the UK is like right next to Paris. So I could maybe not even have to fly. Might just be the Eurostar. We'll see. See what's more comfortable. Next year's plans: Paris, TC, passport, student visa, moving to UK, updated list. Exciting. Very exciting. The underground has a line called overground. I think that, yeah. I mean, that does make sense. Has it been... Wait, I need to double check this because... Also need to find... Oh, you know what? I can just do this. This one's 3 hours. Oh, but it's also... I don't want to get thingy from it. Oh, Halloween lo-fi? Hell yeah. It's the mood for Halloween. Going to Piccadilly line on Earl's Court is just walking 4 billion stairs and 50 degrees. Oh yes, that's right. That's the station. Is that the station that has like the really long spiral staircase? Because I made the mistake of going down the spiral staircase and I regretted it immediately after I took like 100 steps. Like it was just forever and ever and ever. There were people upstairs waiting for the elevator and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to walk. And I kind of immediately regretted it, honestly. It's alright. I made it down and my suitcase isn't that heavy, so it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, you can see from like this video, it was empty that morning, so I'm really glad. Yeah. Other favorite is Covent Garden if you skip elevator. I think in the future, if there's an elevator, I'm just going to take it because I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Yeah. It was nice. It was a pretty temperate day as well, so no rain or anything. It was good. This picture I think I took by accident. We'll close this. You know what? I'm gonna close this as well. I think I just fat fingered the camera. All right, here's where I met Marky. Hey, look at us. So Marky and I didn't have actually that much trouble finding each other, which was really nice. We kind of I just let him know like which area I was sitting at, and then he was able. I think we walked past each other probably, or no, he walked behind, and I walked in front of like a certain block, and then we missed each other. But then I found him. He had to go through. So he is coming over from Switzerland because of obviously Swiss chocolate, and he had to do security again for the layover at London. So they made him go through security, which, to be fair, it wasn't that bad. Like London Heathrow security is pretty like quick. I got through it in about like 10 minutes, I think. There wasn't that long of a line. You just had to put your stuff in the box, and you didn't have to take off your shoes or belt or anything. And yeah, that was it. So super simple. So he got through that pretty quickly, and then yeah, we met each other, and I gave him his thing, and he asked me if I wanted my chocolate first, which was really sweet, but I decided to get my chocolate in San Diego with everyone else. Marky is so cute, yes. Because I hadn't actually seen that many pictures of Marky before, like in Discord, so I wasn't 100% sure who I was looking for, but he did mention he was wearing a red sweater, and yeah. He's so nice, so chill, and I'm glad that we got to spend a lot of the trip together, TwitchCon. You're reminiscing so hard, am I? Do I need to tone it down a bit? I don't think I'm going to get through all the pictures if I carry on at this rate, to be honest. I should probably speed it up a bit. That was just another angle. Oh my gosh, I took a picture of our food. Okay, so Marky and I went and got like something to eat because neither of us had eaten. Oh my gosh, there's the Fall Guys thing with the chocolate. So there was this whole bag of chocolate. I'm pretty sure all of this was chocolate. And we stopped by Boots because we were like, where do we get like food? We didn't want to go to like a restaurant or anything. We ended up just going to Boots and getting like a meal deal. And yeah, I got this because it reminded me of school. I would always get these kind of meal deals, like the triple sandwich thing was nice. And a Lucozade, and then this, which I didn't actually end up eating until like on the plane back. That was kind of funny. It was just sitting in my bag the whole time. And yeah, Marky was healthy. I think this is water. Or water, and I think this is a, what's this called? It's a Milky Way. This looks like a Milky Way. The blue. That was all just chocolate. Crazy. It was heavy. Like, I could tell from that, looking at that was heavy. I probably should have helped and be like, you know what, let me take some chocolate off you. But I didn't. Marky is the absolute best. We can be here for hours, don't worry. I mean, you guys probably can. I have work tomorrow morning, and it's 11:15. We can, if I don't finish all the pictures in this, I mean, when we get to the other pictures, it'll probably be pretty self-explanatory. Meal deal, yes. Not the Tesco meal deal, because there sadly wasn't a Tesco nearby, but Boots, the fact that Boots do meal deals, kind of mind-blowing, honestly. We were just talking about this in Mr. Pixley's stream a couple, like last week or the week before. We joked that a Boots meal deal should consist of a sandwich, a drink, and some kind of beauty product or like syringe or something. That would be hilarious. Seb, hello. Welcome in. Welcome to the US. Milky Ways aren't Milky Ways. Mars bars aren't Mars bars. Ooh. Exciting. I mean, interesting. I used the wrong word. Yes, there's a lot of interesting crossover and not. It's like the multiverse of brands. And I'll get to that later because I got snacks. Well, not snacks, but we were given snacks. Oh, no, that's not really an important thing, but yeah, my flight ended up getting delayed 3.5 hours on the way back. Not fun, but whatever. My online name comes from a Milky Way? Really? Oh, well, actually, that makes sense. Milky. Actually, does make sense. Milky Way. Are you liking the new emote? I dropped one of the emotes because I don't think it was being used that much. I wanted a bit of that one to be like on my way running. It's funny. It's cute. I like it. I like more Sainsbury's. Ooh, I don't think I've had a Sainsbury's meal deal actually. Now that I think about it, there aren't any Sainsbury's close to me, so that would make sense. But I did used to live near a big one, but I was just too young to like need meal deals at the time. Ghost, hello. Oh, Goost, I should say. Sorry, misspoke. Goost, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Mini donuts for £1? Oh my gosh. Yes. I need a box of mini donut. I should probably... I'm going to see if Tesco have any tomorrow. That'll be my Friday treat for myself. Yes. Just tell us everything? Okay. Well, we're only... How many things in? We're 7 items in. Oh, wait. No, not 7. Sorry. We're 9. Okay. All right. Next picture. Okay. So Marky and I were sitting at the gate and... Asahi! Oh my gosh. Hi. Hello. 49 months? You're insane. I met Asahi in San Diego as well. Oh, I have a picture. Which I will show later or when we get to that part of the stream. And Asahi was pulling a face. I mean, to be fair, it's Asahi, so... How are you? How was the rest of your trip? I hope you're well. I hope you ended up getting sushi in the end. You made it home also many months later, I know. I am the worst because I posted a picture on Twitter of me about to leave, just about to leave my flight because that was the last time I had mobile internet. I switched off my SIM. I deactivated the mobile data shortcut so that I wouldn't accidentally activate it, like accidentally. And then I forgot to tweet again that I had landed until like 2 days later. So yeah, it kind of looked bad because it looked like the plane never made it. My last tweet was literally, should I watch Morbius 6 times in a row? And I calculated 6 times because I thought the flight was going to be 12 hours and I would have been able to watch Morbius 6 times. But then there was a delay and we ended up making the flight in like 9.5 hours or something. So I wouldn't have actually been able to watch Morbius 6 times, but whatever. Leon, hi, hello. I am back. How has your junior developer thing been going? I hope it's been going well. Did you know it's smart for pictures? That makes sense. I mean, that's understandable. I hate my smile. I'm trying to work on it. I think I mostly did okay this time, but yeah, it was a good smile practice taking. The pilots were like, yes, I love that emote is being used already. The running by a run. When we all asked each other if we heard from him, who did I end up reaching out to that everyone was like, oh, he's alive. Oh, it was Thino. I think it was Thino. Yes, Thino knew. How was the trip? I started on Monday, so excited but nervous. Ooh, you'll be fine. You wouldn't have landed the position if they didn't think you can handle it. I remember when I went off to do my master's, in the induction, I was like super anxious that I didn't belong there, and I was like, the program leader was like, he was saying this to everyone, but I felt it. He said, what did he say? Like that they wouldn't have given us the offer or like accepted us into the program if they didn't think that we could successfully graduate or anything. So yeah, you'll be fine. That was some good motivation. You borrowed many. Why have I joined to a picture of a sandwich? Greg, what's up? I'm showing the airport lunch that I had before we took our flight. This is Marky's hand. This is the chocolate. This is Marky's selection of food. This was mine. And yeah, we ate. It was nice. Alright, I should move on to the next picture before we spend all night looking at the sandwich. Next picture. Let me just double check this. Okay, so Wiggles. This is funny. Wiggles was texting me in the morning because he was asking what time my flight was in case we were on the same flight, like Marky and I were. And then he left. He was mid-flight when at this point, when we were sat down. Because this was around, when, actually it says, this was 12, almost 1, 12:30. And I said to Marky, you know what would be a funny picture? If I took Wiggles' chocolate and I pretended to throw it away. So that's what I did. I got some really weird looks from people. Actually, no, so at this point we were by the gate and I was just like looking around for the closest bin. And I took the chocolate and I was like this, trying to take the picture. I did it really quickly because it's not that difficult of a picture to take. Yeah, and then I ran back. I was so paranoid that I was about to drop it, so you can kind of see my grip is like, I'm like really gripping onto that chocolate because I didn't want to actually throw it away. And yeah. And I sent that to Wiggles over, I texted it to him, and he was like, if you do that, I'm going to curse your children, you and your children, for the rest of time to never be able to find a matching sock or something like that. I don't know. Leon, you got there eventually. Good job. No, thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. I'm only swinging by saying hi. I have a cold. Ooh, I hope you get better. I fortunately don't feel any side effects from TwitchCon. I do need to test, which I'll probably do tomorrow morning, because then it will have been a good couple of days since the actual event itself. I'm gonna do another test in like a few days after like completely clearing Wednesday, so that I can be sure of the airport as well. But yeah, I haven't got any symptoms, so I'm praying that I didn't get anything. I don't think I did. I probably would have felt it by now already. Check your DMs when you can and need your help with some stream stuff. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I would have thrown it away, to be honest. I wouldn't have felt bad for Wiggles, but I would have felt bad for Marky because Marky brought it over. So I didn't throw it away for Marky, not for Wiggles. So many guildies are positive in the last few days. Oh no. Oof. We all tested negative twice. Okay. That gives me some hope. I obviously like adhered to all the mask stuff inside the convention. I was using hand gel most of the time where I could. Yeah, I think I'm okay. But I mean, obviously I can still be a carrier and not have any symptoms, so I should double check that. Yes. Or I'd have it. Yeah, hopefully I didn't give it to you. Hopefully I didn't get it from anyone. I think we'll be okay. We'll be fine. I need to hop off for today. It was lovely to see the sandwich pic. Belaza, take care. Thank you for dropping it. Thank you for the follow the other day. I got a picture of Falaza going through his gate at the end. Wait, you know what? I can skip to it because it's at the end. This is kind of funny. I look so conspicuous, like taking a picture of the thing. Look at the side eye. This is for Lazar. And the Harry Potter. Okay, so the Harry Potter luggage was super cool. I'm so glad that I got to see it in person. Yeah, on his plane to Munich for a layover to Prague. And before that, we got in and out because obviously. Wait, no, we didn't get in and out. This was Jack in the Box. Because there wasn't an in and out at the airport, which we're kind of sad about. I looked up the directory, and this was just like the easiest place to get food because everywhere else was pretty expensive, and we didn't want to get like Mexican like right before we got on a plane, so that makes sense. But yeah, it was fun. I ended up having fast food after all because I think this was the only time that I got fast food. Is that true? I don't know if Cheesecake Factory counts as fast food. It's kind of like a dine. I don't know. Philaza, take care though. Thank you for stopping in. Suck it, Wiggles. Oh my god. I have the videos of us. Well, of Mark. Right, we'll get to that. That's closer to the end of the trip though, so we'll see. Also, hello. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. The happiness in his face. So good. Alright. We're never going to make it through all these pictures in this stream. Actually, you know what? I can skip a bunch. Because some of them are just like filler. Like, I just took a picture of the plane because why not? This was just when we were walking along to the gate. Yeah. And then obviously the infamous Morbius pic. Wait, not this. So I was in 57F. This was like all the way near the back, which I'm super sad about because it means that it's really difficult to leave, obviously, at the end. But I was in an aisle seat, so I was actually doing, I was okay. I got to stretch my legs. Marky and I were hoping we could sit together, but they weren't letting people switch seats, and also the two people on my left were sitting together, so Marky wouldn't have been able to switch to me, and by this point I was already too far behind to go back and ask. To just go and ask the person next to Marky if I could switch. So it's fine. I just blacked out for the whole trip basically, and I watched like 2 movies. I ended up watching Firestarter, which is that movie about the girl who can like set stuff on fire with her mind, and Licorice Pizza, which is like a rom-com type thing, I think. How many pictures do you have? I'm so freaking jealous. I literally, like, on my phone, I can just double tap the thing to take a picture. So I was basically just doing that wherever I could, because I knew that, like, I was probably going to do a recap stream, and I somehow have the ability, I have no idea how, to, like, go on for, like, 10 minutes on one photo. So that is kind of what I'm doing right now, but I'm going to move on, because, yeah, we'll take forever. I have so many pictures of the screen. I don't know why. Okay, we'll skip this one. This was the Morbius. So the person next to me was like scrolling through the movies, and I wasn't sure like what there was available. There was actually a lot of movies available. It's kind of weirdly like packed of movies. I didn't even see the full list of categories until I was on the plane back, but this was in the recommended. I didn't watch it. I've still never seen Morbius. So I was joking about my post on Twitter that I was going to watch it 6 times. But yeah. It's funny how many different audios it's in. I literally just opened it to this so I could take the picture, and then I noped out. Bishop, oh my gosh. Hi, hello. I have your stuff that you gave me over there. We'll get to that because Bishop hooked me up with some pretty sweet Twitch Rival stuff. And if you're not aware, Twitch Rivals was the big stadium thing at the back, and Bishop is the creative producer. I think that was right. Creative producer of at Twitch, and it was so good to get to meet him. Wait, I can skip to that picture actually because you're here. Where are you? You had a microphone and everything. It was so official. I was honored. And you found me completely randomly because I was hanging out by the Stream Elements booth, and I guess it was like right next to Twitch Rivals, so that's how we got to find each other. Where are you? You were with Tomathan. Oh, there you are. Look at you and your staff jersey thingy at shirt. It was so cool. Wait, what does the V mean on the badge? Is that... Because that's already staff, so... That kind of looks like the V Shoujo thing. I love that. Oh, wait, V is for Twitch Rivals. It's a thing... Right, Twitch Rivals Backstage Pass. Okay. Backstage mark. I forget that the branding for Twitch Rivals is the V. Because of the V in Rivals. That makes sense. That's fast casual. I've lost the context for that. Oops. Oh wait, I need to go back. Morbin time. It is Morbin time. Fire's recap's gonna take as long as the actual con. True. This is how Amsterdam was. Although I didn't go through all my pictures at Amsterdam, because they would have just been like pretty boring. But I made sure to like I learned from my mistakes at Amsterdam to like take pictures of things that I might want to talk about later. V important, true, like VIP. Look at me. I had a speaker. Oh wait, do I have my? I do. So this is my Amsterdam badge. Wait, can you see this? And on the thing, oh, it's so bright. You can see I have a speaker badge because I was a speaker at Amsterdam, which was very exciting. I didn't even realize that different badges had like different little like icons for what you were doing. So that was exciting. I'm glad that they also let us pick different what do you call it? Lanyard things, because the ones at Amsterdam only had a purple one, which is kind of nice still, but yeah. It was nice to see so many different colors. V-Rich Rivals. I kind of love that, to be honest. Blah 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 should have been the badge. It's funny. And then you were interviewing me and I was just standing there super awkwardly. I love that. I had okay, so I'll get to this also later because I have the pins from this. And yeah. I got the shirt, which I'm very surprised about for reasons that you'll hear later. I love this. I'm so glad that I got to meet Bishop because we've been in correspondence. We've been DMing each other like back and forth for a good couple years now. It's been a while. We've been working on stream stuff either together or independently. Meta, oh my gosh. Hi, hello. How are you doing? Meta, thank you so much for the resub. You're so kind. I was just going through, yeah, some of our pictures from San Diego. I almost wanted to say Amsterdam for some reason. Ha, Ghost beat you to it. You know what? I only just realized what you meant by first. You're the first person to say first, not necessarily the first person to send a message. So that's actually really cool. I understand the joke now. How have you been doing? I heard you got to have COVID, so very sorry about that. It's kind of funny. Oh wait, yeah. So Method wasn't able to go to San Diego. Very sad. You did go to a wedding. So did you pick up COVID at the wedding? In case, if so, that's kind of rough. I mean, that's what it's evolved into. See, if you'd gone to TwitchCon with us, you would have not picked up COVID, probably, because look at all of us being responsible human beings. Oh, Morbius again. Serves me right for not going to San Diego. True, true. But yeah, it's good to see you again. I hope you recover quickly from your COVID-ness. I take exactly 0 pictures in San Diego. Honestly, that probably would have been me. Like I had a very picture-centric approach to this because it's a big trip, and yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to remember it a lot, so that's what I ended up doing. I don't feel terrible, just tired. Okay, well, that's not bad then. You know what I'm gonna do? Can I do this? Open with photos. Because I don't like the... Okay, I think we'll do that. I like the black background. I don't like photos, but the black background is nice. Anna, hello! It's good to see you. I didn't get to see you. I know! We missed each other, like, several times. I'm so upset. I have, like, half a box of badges left that I didn't get to give out because, there were some people that I just didn't get to find. Swish, hello! How are you doing? It's not as loud this time. Not blasting my ears off. How are you? Do you have COVID as well? I hope not.
Oh my god, the carrot.
I just felt gross 99% of the time because of the humidity. Had zero desire to capture that. Yeah. I get that. A lot of pictures I'm probably super sweaty in, so we won't zoom in too far. I would take pictures of everything. Yeah, I think I'm getting better at it. This trip has definitely helped me practice getting pictures of stuff. Like, there are a few instances where I didn't, and I kind of regret that, because, yeah, I should have just... It's not that difficult. It's just like, boop, boop, done. Yeah. I miss so many people. Yes, same. There was a good chunk of people that I didn't get to end up seeing just because it felt physically impossible to like try and divide my time up in that way, because then like everyone's schedules kind of have to be aligned. And yeah, it's tricky. We'll get a badge to you for sure, some way or another. Even if it means just waiting until the next TwitchCon, which could be in San Diego. Who knows? It might just be San Diego again. He's too busy meeting his fans. Oh, that's funny. I have a picture of the first person who came up to me to ask me about Triggerfire, but we didn't take it at that point that he came in because I forgot to ask him for a picture. So we ran into each other like just around the corner from where we were both staying. His Airbnb was close to where I was, and we just took a picture on the street. So I'll get to that picture later, but it's hot fresh nudes, which is as in like nudes, not like nudes. But if you see him in chat, that will be him. he whispered me on Twitch, which is kind of a funny place to try and DM me because I don't think Twitch sends you whispered notifications. So, and obviously I wasn't connected to internet or anything. So I didn't see that until much later. Andrew, hello. Zoom in on the Morbius. This is content. You partied outside the con. I actually, same. I ended up not going to the TwitchCon party, which I don't know if I regret or not. I mean, it looked like less of a party and more of a concert, which I guess they could have marketed as, but it might not have gotten so many people to go. And like the lineup was like amazing, but I'm not a super hard fan, so I don't think I missed out on too much. Like I got to live vicariously through Falaz's and Marky's and other people's footage, so that was enough for me. I thought it was going to be more like a party of like people talking type party instead of a concert type party, which would have been cool to go anyway. It was only an extra $30. I had the thing, I ended up not going. How was wait. How was America? It was good. I'm just going through some of the pictures that I took, and yeah. It was interesting adapting to all the different Americanisms again. Because back when I last went to America, obviously I didn't really pay for anything that I did. It was always like my parents and everything taking care of that. So having to like deal with the whole like tipping system, and then the tax thing where like taxes are included was definitely a trip. But yeah, it is what it is. Things be like that. I wonder if I can drag. Can I drag pictures? Maybe not. Let me see. Can I do this? Yes. Okay. This is one of the airplane. I don't know why I took a picture of this. I felt the compulsive need to take pictures of everything. But this was one of the airplane meals that I had. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Just in case you want to know what the airplane meal on British Airways looks like. This was one of 2 meals. And I took the picture upside down. So there was always a chicken and a vegetarian option. They gave, I think this was a piece of butter. I'm not sure what this was. Oh, this might have been milk, but I ended up not using it because I asked for orange juice. There was a piece of bread. There was this like side thing. I think I was supposed to eat it with this, but I ate it entirely separately instead. Which I don't regret because it was actually really nice. And then there was like a dessert thing. I think I would remember the whole description by now if someone asked me how Morbius. I'm sorry I had that picture on for so long. You know what? Let's just move swiftly along to other pictures. Oh, and that's what it looked like with the lid off. I must have gotten some really weird looks from the people sitting behind me. I was just like snapping all these pictures. I could just say that I was doing it for like a project or something. Oh, this was crackers. Oh, and that was milk. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, this was actually not that bad. I was pleasantly surprised. It was like, it wasn't like terrible. It was like more filling, I guess. And the bread was a nice touch. That meal looks better than Morbius. TwitchCon highlights the vibe meal. We're getting to TwitchCon. It's about the build-up, okay? It's about the build-up. Yeah. Wait, didn't we only have... It looks like we only had one thing then. Okay. I thought we had 2 meals. Oh, we did have 2 meals. Oh, those my... Wait, why are those there? Hold on. 1 second. Some of my pictures are out of order, but I think it's because... Oh, weird. I don't know why that is. Okay. I was trying to go through them chronologically, but some of these look like... Oh, you know what? It's because the time zone switched. So my phone got confused. It thought I was taking pictures earlier, and that's why the pictures are out of, like, jumbled up. It's funny. Which doesn't say much. Oh, well, about Morbius, yeah. I ended up not watching Morbius because I didn't want to give in to the memes. I didn't really like the side thing. I think we were supposed to eat it with this, but I'm not sure how that would have tasted together. Like, or maybe it was supposed to be separate. The first one was like edible on its own, I think. I was hungry, so I just ate it anyway. The second meal that we had was this Thai red. So this was there was a Thai red curry with rice, which looked like this. And then there was also, I think Marky had the pasta. I think it was pumpkin. No, it wasn't pumpkin pasta because we were talking about this when we got off the plane. It was like, I think it was just mac and cheese pasta, honestly. Am I right? But the side for this, you couldn't eat on its own. I mean, I ended up doing it anyway because I forgot about it again. But yeah, it didn't taste great by itself. I was hungry, so I just ate it anyway. Determined to cure the disease or something. Yeah. I probably don't intend to watch Morbius, so you're fine. Promoting the national airlines staff. Yep. British to the core, you know. Kappa. Sweet Money, hello, welcome in. You're back from my country. I am. I had such a good time. Yeah. It was nice. Definitely difficult to adapt to the time zone thingy, but yeah. So it's funny because I remember seeing your notification go live when I was at like 2 a.m. because I think you're also West Coast time zone, right? PST. So seeing you actually go live at the time that you go live, like at 2 a.m. is insanity. Because it was 2 a.m. It felt like... Because most US streamers go live at actually 2 a.m. my time zone. Because that's like, what? 2 a.m. would be 14 minus 9, 5. Like 5 p.m. EST. So it would be 2 a.m. Is that right? I think so. Yeah, 5 or 6 p.m. But yeah, seeing you actually go live at that time was wild. I'm used to the build up now. It was just regular mac and cheese, but a different type of pasta. Okay. Interesting. I'm kind of sad that I actually didn't try the pasta. It kind of sounds nice. I'm going to delete some pictures and videos on my phone so I can take more in Sweden. Nice. Yeah. Oh, Seth, thank you so much for the sub to Sana. You didn't have to do that. Yes. Also stop gifting subs because you gift a lot of subs. But thank you. That's super kind of you. But yes, Sana, I basically did the same thing. I cleared out a whole bunch of stuff on my phone so that I could take pictures. I had a lot of memory, and I actually filled up a bunch of space, so I'm really glad that I did that. All in all, I think all of the pictures and videos I took came to about almost 6 gigabytes, so not an insignificant amount. You would have gotten them around midnight unless Twitch waited 2 hours to send them to you. I mean, it's Twitch, so probably. Which wouldn't surprise me at all, right? It's Twitch. Like, most of the staff were probably getting ready for TwitchCon. Actually, that's a lie. It's probably, I mean, the event staff are separate to the dev staff, so who knows? Show me more. This food looks trash. I know. I took a picture so I could moan about it later. It tasted decent, to be fair, but yeah, whatever. All right, so this was a picture of the screens because I thought this was pretty cool. It's been a while since I've been on like a long haul flight. Noodle! Oh my gosh. What is up? Hello. How are you doing, sir? Welcome in. It's good to see you. I see you've had food on a plane. I have. Yes. I mean... Yeah. Oh. Wait. Shortbread? Hot shot. Just ignore that. I'm going back through... I need to not press those pictures because some of these pictures are out of order. As in, like, the time zone switched and then the order came up different. Yeah, I hope you've been doing well. It's good to see you. Yes. Wait, let me go back. So they had this like view where you could see the altitude you were at, and I thought it was super cool because you could see like how high up you were, and I wanted to like seeing this keep going up was really wild. It stabilized at about 40,000 feet, which was interesting. Like I guess that's like the standard that you go at. And then it kept like teetering off into 39,900 and then back up to 40,000. But yeah, that was interesting. Interesting indeed. And then that was kind of the route we took. So we ended up kind of going over Greenland, over Canada. I should have waved to Meta. I don't know if... Actually, yeah, Meta would have been around here. My geography is really bad, but these are all the states that we passed over, all the way over there. I thought it's kind of funny that you don't really just go like whoop, like direct. Like you have to take a flight, or maybe I was just avoiding hurricane stuff around here. Who knows? I don't really know how these routes are planned or whatever. Oh, and this was actually right when we were already close by San Diego, because as you can see, literally 4 minutes away. Microsoft Flight Sim in the seats, right? It was actually kind of wild, like how many different views they had. Oh, this was going over the Rockies. I thought that was kind of cool. Because these are all like places I would love to visit in the future. Kazla's over here in Phoenix. But yeah, nice. Gillette, the best a man can get, or something like that. I don't know. This is direct. The world is round. True. Yeah. So I guess that makes sense. You don't just go like straight. You're like you curve with the globe. It's science. It's shorter than... Ohio looks like it'll be 3 hours less. Wait. Oh. How do you mean? That's like the time zone difference? I need to close some of this down. What time is it? It's almost midnight. Okay, we'll keep going for a bit. We'll see how far we get. This is when we arrived at the thing. Okay, just ignore my face. Just look at this interesting background. They have like these scans of... I think these are all just made up, but it was like scans of luggage and stuff. And then... This is Marky and I at the baggage claim, because Marky had checked luggage. So I didn't, but I wanted to wait with Marky anyway. Yeah. It felt like it was taking forever, but it was probably just normal amount of time for the baggage to appear. We were kind of worried that it wasn't going to appear, but it did. It just took a hot second. Hold up, you've only been streaming for nearly 2 hours. Have it really been 2 hours? Okay, 1 hour 45. And you only just landed. I took a while at the beginning to get started, okay? These things don't just happen. To the UK? Oh, like 3 hours less flight. Gotcha. Exciting. Is this a real-time review of the trip? It is, yes. We're going in real time. Everyone has to wait now. Okay, I didn't get any pictures. So, oh wait, actually no, we haven't left the airport yet. This is the pictures of the customs. I wanted to tweet this out and be like, this is where I'm at, and then not tweet again, like, for a few days, which is what I should have done, because then it would have looked like I got detained at customs. For the most part, custom was pretty smooth. It was just like there was a long wait. It was really, the line was just like long. But once we started moving and once we got to the front, it was pretty easy. Just asked me what I was doing in the US. I just said vacation, and then he took my passport, and then I did the fingerprint thingy, because the last time I'd been was 2015. So obviously I don't think I've got fingerprinted in 2015, so I don't think they had that in my record, which is why I had to do it. I know Mark and Falazza didn't have to do it because they already had fingerprints. So yeah, it was pretty easy to do. I just had to do the 4 fingers, the thumb, the other 4 fingers and the thumb, and yeah, and then I was let through, so that was nice. Never been at the San Diego airport. Thinking of it. How did you get into, I forget where you, like, how you came into the state? Oh, you came from LAX. Gotcha. When they asked if I was bringing something into the country, I just asked for some chocolate for friends. That's interesting. Now, I remember being someone we were with mentioned that you had given them a lot of chocolate, and then they got stopped because they were like, "Ma'am, we're detecting a lot of organic material in your bag or something," and it turned out to be the chocolate. I thought that might have been MK. I'm not sure. So I'm glad that didn't happen to you. I'm here to stay. I mean, technically I have an Esther already now, so I'm pretty sure I can stay up to 30 days. I think you can do with an Esther. It's a like equivalent of a visa. It's the visa visa waiver thingy. I don't remember how many things it is. But the sad thing is that I have to get my passport renewed at the end of this year because it expires in July next year, and an Esther is tied to a passport. So I kind of just paid $22 for this one Esther that I have to now redo if I want to go to the US again, because technically an Esther lasts 2 years, but because my passport is going to expire, I would have to get another one. But they only take like, I think mine got approved the same day, so it's actually really easy to get it. Yeah, it wasn't too much of a hassle. 3 months. Oh, it's 3 months? Okay. There was 30 days. Maybe I'm thinking something else. I'll hide you. Can I just stay in the Twitch rival stadium? I suppose TwitchCon has probably moved out. Damn. Yeah, I'll just hide in your basement or something. I'll hide in Seth's basement. I can just alternate, so it's not like too much of a hassle. Glad I distributed my 60 to 70 bars across my luggage. That was probably the smart thing to do. You didn't have it all in one concrete area. I just deleted 690 pictures. Nice. For my phone, and that's not even close to half of it. Were they important pictures? Did you like back them up, or were they just sort of like spammy pictures that you want to get rid of? We can just get married. I mean, that would be the easy way to get a green card, pretty sure. No big deal. Thank you. I can always rely on you. I've never been to a wedding. Invite me, please. I think we'll probably have a very Twitch-centric guest list, I imagine. How much you Esther is 90 days, very experienced. Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, I take your word for it. Okay, let me see. I think that was this is the last picture I took before we met Seth. We didn't get a picture at the thing, which I'm kind of regretting, like just at the airport, because I was like too busy trying to process the fact that I was in San Diego at that time. And then I think from there we Ubered to the airport. No, not to the airport, away from the airport to the Airbnb. And then I don't think I took any pictures in between then and getting dinner, which was pizza. So here's Seth and Marky with their pizzas. Wait, where is it? Also, Seth, I don't know if you said earlier if you minded me showing pictures of you. I'll just double check because I wasn't sure if you were memeing or not. I can totally just cut out your face, I guess. And only just show Marky. Okay, you're kidding. All right. So you know what I should do? I should bring up Google Maps. Because it'll be fun to do like a trace of where we went. I wonder if this will work. Okay. Please don't dox me, thank you. San Diego. There's the airport. There's the thing. So the Airbnb we're staying was right next to Little Italy, which was really nice. For the food, is it? It was on West State Street.
Hey, listen.
Oh, okay. There's an oil place that was nearby called Jiffy Lube. And I was like, wait, what? What is that? Oh, this is Marriott. Maiko, hello. It's good to see you. And Link Dave, you came in at the same time. How are you both doing? Good to see you both. How is your Thursday going? It's Thursday already. Good. Friday. Tomorrow. Good. I'm trying to find the place. Oh, you know what? Let me just do this. Little Italy food hall. So this is where we got dinner. The first. Oh, it was all the way over there. Okay. Bruh. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is great. You can see that on the thing, right? Yes. So our Airbnb was all the way up here, like up this road. And if you walked all the way down to this intersection, this is where this looks really recent. Oh, this was February 21. Okay. Yeah, this is the food hall. And this is where we got pizza the first night. Look at them. They're so happy. I love that. The pizza that first night was really good. I got the pepperoni because I'm pretty basic. I don't remember. I think Marky got the pepperoni and then Seth got the one above. I don't remember what it was called. The spinach something? I'm at work but lurking. Saw some of the pictures. Hope you had fun. Thank you. Yeah, I did have fun. It was so much fun. Yeah. I'm really glad everything turned out the way it did. And I'm glad that I got all these pictures so I can talk about them. Yeah, this guy, whoever was making I think he was making the pizza that night. It was really good. Ambrogio pizza. It was inside this food hall. It was like at the back. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, it was like the first place we eyed up basically. So we kind of walked down the street. Oh wow, what the heck? I kind of just vanished. We kind of walked down here, and then we ended up like on this other side, and then we walked down this road, and then we came back up because we were trying to find somewhere to eat, and we just like decided on pizza. So, yeah, it was nice pizza. Let's go back here to this intersection. Okay. Right. Spill the tea on how loud XQC was. I don't think it was XQC. I think it, unless XQC is a fan of wearing heels, then, I mean, that would be the tea. I mean, it's not tea. Maybe he enjoys wearing heels and, you know, who cares? But whoever was wearing heels, it was probably QT Cinderella. Let's be real. Yeah. Loud. I don't know who else was staying with them. But yeah, if there was... Yeah, he had other girls with him. I didn't recognize them by face, so... Yeah. We're on pick 11, are we? Wait. I think we're up to like 20 now. I'm not sure. Yeah, like 20? 21? This is gonna take a while. We'll probably just go until the hour, maybe. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We might have to break it up to another stream. Alright, so let's see. We got pizza, that was nice. And then I think we just headed up. We did a little walk around the block. I didn't get any pictures because we were kind of just walking around, so there's like no reason for that. I should have taken pictures, but you know what? It's fine. Even I have a limit sometimes. I think we just like walked up and down. We walked like around. And it was kind of like at night, and then we just headed back. And yeah, that was our first night. 3-part series, maybe. A part for every day, yes. Well, technically we were there from Thursday night to... okay, so I have like almost 500 pictures to get through, so, and we're on like picture 20, and it's been, okay, it's been 2 hours. To be fair, a lot of pictures are duplicates of like just like different angles, so I mean I could skip over a lot of them, but it's like a lot of these earlier pictures are just like one-off. Let me see how packed the next day is. Oh, actually not that packed. What is it? I can't tell. Alright, I think some of these pictures are starting to duplicate, so I think I can just do the next day and then we should be good. Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday night we went to sleep and then we woke up and we got breakfast early morning. We went to, oh, now I have to go all the way back. We went back to that square over here. And then we went to this place. It's called the, what was it called? It was Frost something? Have they changed business name? Wait. The updated name should be here. Yes, it was called the Frost Me Cafe and Bakery. I don't know why it sends you all the way to the back for this. But it was this really cute, like, outdoorsy, like, area. They had, like, a little bar thingy inside. They had, like, pastries and things. We kind of looked for other places before we found this place. And basically, everywhere else was really expensive for not much. Like, there was like, at one of these other places, there was, like, this whole... I think it was just, like, a small bagel or something. And it was, like, $12. So that was a no-go. And we ended up getting, I ended up getting a breakfast burrito. I think actually everyone got a breakfast burrito, which looked like this. Yes, look at that. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It was so good. And there was like this salad, balsamic vinegar thingy. It was really nice. This was probably too much to eat for the morning. This was like brunch type food. This was not breakfast. Yeah. Wait, let me catch up. Follow and sub for part 2. True. Next stream's just gonna be a subscriber only stream. I think I can do this now. So if this has enticed you into this, I don't know, 6-part series, then yeah, then sub. I'm just kidding. I should have done like a vlog. That would have been cool. I'm not cool enough to vlog is the problem. I'm not like charismatic enough to like have a vlog personality. So this is why I opted to take pictures instead. 5-day series. Kind of tired. I don't want to go on for too long because I know it is pretty late in Europe and it is late for me and I do need to get food. Sorry, I need to sleep, not get food. I've already eaten. I could end up, I'm not planning to stream tomorrow, but I might pick it up on the weekend. Maybe we make it 2-part. It might have to be 3-part. Well, no, it could be 2-part. If I start early enough next time, I probably can get through the rest of the pictures pretty easily. American entree size, yeah. It was a lot. Drinks wise, I got a matcha chai thing, I think. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, Seth and Marky got, can't remember what they were called. You'll have to remind me. It was like I think it was a tea drink, but it was the cold version. Yeah, I don't remember does it say on the receipt? Matcha latte. Oh, maybe just as a normal drink? Like a cold drink? I'm not sure. Miko, hello, what is up? Good to see you. How are you doing? Our vlog you capture. Yes, we should have made it a team effort. We should be like a vlog squad, you know, like everyone records a different angle and then we like edit them all together. I should have just worn like a head mounted thing, and honestly that probably would have been the way to go, since I wanted to capture so much. Look at them taking pictures. I was like, I feel like that's me. I feel like when I was in Amsterdam, I was kind of too scared to take pictures because they would look like too touristy. But I realized that I just don't care what anyone else thinks, you know? Like, if you want to take pictures, do it. If you want to remember this moment, you should do it. So hopefully, I don't know, I don't want to say it inspired other people to take pictures, but like, because I noticed that when I was taking some pictures, other people would, and I kind of want that. Like, you should just take pictures if you want. Yeah, we sat outside because it was really nice. Well, it wasn't really nice. Like, look at the weather; it's kind of like dark. But this weather cleared up later, so it was only cloudy in the morning. It was more humid, I think, than anything. And we were also talking about like, how the different like levels of this place would deal with fires and things. I don't know. The conversation took a turn for the disaster planning type, as it does. Yeah. And also, oh, I remember we were talking about the smells of like how awesome would it be to like live in one of these apartments and just like open your window to the smell of morning brunch or whatever. It would be amazing and torture at the same time. Myth, hello. It's good to see you. Mine was an iced English breakfast tea. Ah, nice, nice. I should have had more cold drinks, I think. Yeah, I was the odd one out. But I had a pretty little thingy on my drink, so suck it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I actually regret taking it. Okay, so I learned my lesson from this. I needed to specify that I needed this with oat milk, and I didn't because your boy is lactose sensitive, and yeah, I didn't consider that when I took this, so that was fun. But more drinks going forward were specified with oat milk. So yeah, The Asian gene. I learnt my lesson the windy way, as it were. Mythilus, how are you? Myth is the person that I picked up the umhms from. So if you saw me, if you hear me going it's probably because of Myth. Be real. Alright. We're moving on to... That was all our drinks together. Oh! So I ran ahead of Seth and Marky while we were... So we were on our way to go collect our badges. And I ran ahead and I was like, just walk towards me normally. Wait, I think I actually have a video. Yes. Am I doing an interview? I should have actually done an interview. That would have been funny. Look at Seth being all pretty for the camera. I love that. Yeah, so after we ate, so Seth actually didn't finish the breakfast burrito and got it in a box to go, and we ended up running into a guy who was asking for money, and Seth was just like, are you hungry? Just take this. And yeah, he gave him, I guess it was like a quarter or half. I think it was actually a full half of your breakfast burrito. Hot Fresh Noodles, hello. I was just telling the chat about how you were the first person to come and say hello to me as Triggerfire. This is Hot Fresh Noodles. Hello. Let me skip to your picture because we didn't actually get a picture in the con itself, which I regret. But I'm so glad that I ran into you later. And we ended up getting a picture because it was the most random thing. You saw me walking down the street, and I think I recognized your face as well. Look at that. I'm so glad. This is like outside the con. So yeah, super glad that we bumped into each other again, and actually got a picture. Let me catch up. Seth is always pretty. True. Seth is so skinny, I want to cry. He do be tall and skinny. He's got some meat on him, I'll say. I'm not that short. Yeah, I think I was constantly the shortest person in all of the groups, which I've kind of just accepted. Yeah. My height is perfect. I think I just like to make people look tall. Honestly, that's my thing. That angle, like a dad taking a picture. I'm short, but I have the dad taking picture mentality. That's me. I've got some meat on me. Yes. I'm choosing very sus words tonight. For better or for worse. Okay, let me see. Where did we get to next? Oh, so I took random pictures of buildings because I thought, you know what? Oh my gosh, Seth always photobombing my pictures. We'll just pretend like he's not there. I think I mentioned that I was talking about this. Like, it's kind of interesting that you can see like who's awake and who's not depending on how the blinds are open and closed. It's funny. I don't know why I like taking pictures of buildings. I think it's just kind of aesthetic. Also, I just realized, Noodles, I didn't end up getting a shirt from you. I'm kind of sad because that shirt design that you showed me, it was pretty funny. So I'll have to pick up one from you next time. I think what was it? It said something simp. I don't know. It was a nice minimalistic design, so I liked it. me taking pictures from behind, trying to capture a candid moment, and Marky saw me. Round 2. Okay, and then they were taking a picture of something. I think Seth was talking about the plants. Seth was always pointing out the different plant facts, which was really cool because I learned stuff. And then we got in line for the badges. Okay, so we fortunately didn't end up queuing that long for the badges before we got told that we needed to get the wristband thing, because at this TwitchCon you needed your vaccination verification or the negative test thingy. So it was all the way at the back. Can I Google Maps this? Where's the con? It's over here. And you can see this is a pretty long stretch of road. Look at this. We had to walk all the way to the back and go to this like grass area. It was like I think it was here. No, it's not the right place. It was like across this road. Yeah. And then this way. Can I go this way? It was this grass area. So they set up tents here, basically, behind the convention center. You can see. And then we basically just had to go in and show our clear pass thing or like proof of vaccination. And they put on the wristband thingy. That you couldn't take off, and this was such a pet peeve because, I mean, it makes sense that you can't take it off and give it to someone else, but it also meant that you had to keep it on for 3 days. Like, I feel like they should have, or I guess they couldn't give us spares because technically you could have just given it to a friend. So I don't know. What they should have done is put the vaccination state, like they should have scanned the thing. Scanned your, like, oh, but I guess you wouldn't have picked up your badge at that point. Oh, okay, it's kind of tricky. Yeah. Because I'm thinking they could have put your vaccination state or, like, your pass on your badge, but I guess at this point we didn't pick up our badge yet, so maybe they could have done that later, like when you were collecting your badge. Because once you have your badge, you've already proven that you could get inside with your thing. So it makes sense that you can take it off, right? Like, if you have your badge? I don't know. I'm confused. Mark is like, no paparazzi, please. Yes. Marky had that awareness. Marky gets pictures taken of him all the time. That guy behind you guys? Oh, I didn't see. They changed that process halfway in. They started doing the bands in the line. Oh, yeah, we saw that. I think we may have gone there slightly too early because we did notice that. We could have just stayed in the line, actually. Fortunately, the line was always moving, so it was okay. Like, it wasn't too much of a hassle, but yeah. It was a good exercise, if anything. Right, so we're back on the road. And then we just cross back over to the con, and yeah, then we start queuing for the actual thingy. And I will give a special shout out to Seth for being super kind, and he jumped out of line to take my bag for me because we got to the front and they were like, did you get that bag checked? And I wasn't aware that you needed to do that because it wasn't like, they didn't say that to do that anywhere. So I was fully willing to go all the way back to the back to put the bag like in the where it was being stowed, but Seth took it, and then I ended up going back in line. And then I realized that I was in the community line, so I was able to switch over to the affiliate line, and I actually got past Marky, which was kind of funny, but yeah. So special thank you to Seth for doing that. You didn't have to do that. I was completely fine with Well, I mean, we ended up all getting separated anyway, so like I should have just taken it. I still have the tag from that actually. Seth was super kind.
Well, let me begin by referring to something that I've already discussed. That is,
I had a feeling you do. I'm so sorry. Thank you for dealing with me. We didn't have to deal with you. It was a pleasure. And yes, Seth needs to come to Paris next year. Meet everyone. All right, we're speeding through these now. What? How much am I up to now? I'm to 58. Okay, around 58. Okay, so after we pitched up our badges, we left. We regrouped. Seth had accidentally taken off his thing. I feel like it was my fault because I was like, do we need these anymore? I was trying to like unbutton it, and then Seth kind of just like tore it off. And then we were like, wait, maybe we actually need this to go back in. I think Marky might have mentioned it. So we ended up going back. It didn't take that long, thankfully, but we got another thing, and then from that point on, they kind of just stuck to us like forever. So that was slightly annoying, but not the fact that we had to go back, but the fact that it had to stay. Because I feel like there could have been a different way that they could do that. But yeah, whatever. And then when we went to Gaslamp Quarter to try and find, did we get something to eat? I don't remember. I don't think we did. We might have just stopped to get a drink. At like a 7-Eleven. That was my first 7-Eleven experience, I think. Is it? Maybe. It was pretty standard. I think I just got a Mountain Dew. That was nice. But yeah, so was it still cloudy at this point? I think it was just humid. It might have just been really humid. So you can see the road blocks up ahead. Basically, they closed off an entire street for I don't know if there. I think there was something going on. It was like some kind of event, but yeah, they closed off some of the roads, and it was much nicer to walk around in at night because yeah, you didn't have like groups and groups of people all crammed onto the sidewalk. You could walk on the road instead. So yeah. 7-Eleven in San Diego, a super sketch. Ooh. Sketch in what way? Are they not just normal, like, little convenience stores? IDK. What did I get videos of? Oh, it's just... Oh, this was back at the... I don't remember. Oh, and then we sat down because we were walking for a lot. Alright, I think I'll go to the end of this day. Wait, let me check when... Oh, this is 6. Okay, yeah, so I left on the 5th. And then this is 6th. Okay, I'll go to the end of this day. So... Oh, I don't have to do a warning, actually. Because I don't think... Okay. Oh, that's just standard in the evening. Oh, I see things. Oh, they're not. They're one of the few schools that has 0 security. Oh, that's kind of sus. Bruh. Are you just willing to get robbed? That sounds kind of yikes. Some more videos or pictures, sorry. I think I posted this one somewhere. I don't remember. Mark is just like, Funny. Okay, so after this, we headed back to the Airbnb, and we met up with... Oh no. So we headed back to the Airbnb, and Marky went to get Falaza, I think. This is when we got to meet Falaza. I don't think we got any pictures together here, but the story that leads on from this is... Okay, so earlier this morning, I don't know if you can tell, you probably can, to be honest. I cut myself shaving, I think here. And this whole day it was fine until we got back to the Airbnb, and I must have like brushed my face against something because halfway through playing Mario Kart with Marky, Seth, and Falaza, I realized that I wanted to get a selfie, and I realized that I had blood all over my shirt. It was... I don't have any pictures of the blood because it's probably against TOS anyway, and I forgot to take a picture. But yeah, it was actually kind of funny because I had the upside down cat shirt on, and oh wait, here's a picture of... So Seth helped me clean the blood out of the shirt. So it was this cat, and the blood was literally like here. It was like in the perfect position as well. So yeah, that was kind of... It was actually traumatizing because I didn't even realize I was bleeding until this point. Fortunately, the blood didn't go anywhere else. It kind of just dripped down onto my shirt. I was super careful with shaving after that. Okay, here's the reason why I cut myself. And I have an actual reason. When I went to Amsterdam, I took a small pot of shaving foam, and I had squirted it out of the pressurized can into the pot, and I screwed the pot on, and I thought it would be fine. When I got to needing to shave in Amsterdam, I used the pot, and by that point, it had kind of liquefied. It was really, like, terrible, and it wasn't foamy anymore. And so I got a really bad shave. And that was actually the day that I met TJ, and looking back at the picture, I kind of, like, I semi-cringed because it's like, my beard was kind of like half, like my stubble, because I didn't really have a beard, but my stubble was like half shaven. It just felt like not great. So I made a decision this time for San Diego that I wouldn't take any shaving foam, and I'd get it when I landed, which I did not. And so yeah, this morning, the morning of the con, or like the badge pickup, I decided to say screw it. My stubble's short enough. I can probably just get away with a wet shave without having to use any foam. And that was not the case. So yes, that was kind of, yeah, terrible. And I ended up getting I ended up walking to CVS like a day or two later and picking up a 100ml can of gel. So my shaves after that were fine. And yeah, this entire day was basically cursed because it just didn't seem to be healing fast enough, which is, I'm not sure why. Maybe it was something I ate. I don't know. We looked so love, and it was like a murder scene. True. Yeah, that was not a great first impression probably to make on Falaza, so I apologize for that. But yeah, time plus, how does it go? Time plus tragedy equals comedy. So I can look back and laugh now. I think it was still pretty traumatizing. Why does the ceiling look so dirty? I mean, it's not like it's like it was just wooden. Like there wasn't an actual proper ceiling. Kind of annoying. All right, hold on. I need to take this. Sorry about that. My parents are at the airport at the moment. They, funnily enough, get back from their trip a day after I do. So I came back yesterday, but their flight was also delayed. So yeah, they're getting back super late. Or early, I guess. Late. Yeah, late. DJ, hello. What are you still doing up? I'm probably going to be ending soon because I feel like this is going to go on for a long time. And I have work in the morning, so we're only like 100 pictures in, I think. How many? All right, like 75. Yes. Wait, let me scroll back up. Two blade wet shave. Actually, I think the razor is 3, but it's like a disposable razor, so it may as well be 2 or 1. When you put shaving cream in your luggage, or you traveling light? I was using a pressurized can. So yeah, in the future, I'll probably stick to cream. I'm just so used to using foam. I'm not 100% sure what the difference is, but I could just keep the gel that I have because it's 100 ml already, right? So if I go traveling in the future, I'll just reuse that can. So yeah, I was actually tempted to use that gel now, but I think I'm just gonna save it for future trips, and then that way I don't have to worry about it. That's good. I just pick it up once. I should have done that, to be honest. But yeah, I didn't think that far ahead. I wasn't smart. I'm not a smart boy. Santa's getting water. Okay, sounds good. We'll probably just go to the end of the 6th, and then we'll probably call it there. Smooth brain, yeah. Very smooth. Okay, so after this, we met back up with Falazza and Marky. Oh wait, actually we walked to go meet Falazza, because he was collecting his badge. And I took this pretty picture of the road because I liked, like, the first thing I saw in San Diego when I came out onto the street were the palm trees. Like, there are so many. I feel like it's a big American thing to have palm trees and roads and stuff. I don't know. It's like a level out of San Andreas or Vice City or something. It was nice. And the way that the sun was, like, shimmering off of the buildings. Look at it. Pretty. Yeah, so we walked this route to the convention center, and then we met up with Falazza, and then we went to get what's it called? Cheesecake Factory. So we had dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. It was my first time visiting. I'd only ever heard about the Cheesecake Factory from the Big Bang Theory because they feature that restaurant in their show. And yeah, I don't know why they specifically chose that restaurant, but maybe it was an ad thing that just stuck, or maybe one of the producers really likes it. I have no idea. And yeah, I told the waitress. So the waitress, I think I mentioned this to Marky, and Marky told the waitress that I'd never had ranch. And the waitress was like, okay, let me get you ranch. And then we never got ranch. So that's kind of sad, but it's whatever. So I got the, let me see if I can focus on this. I got this burger. I don't actually remember what it is, but it was a pretty big burger. I don't think I finished it. Yeah, actually I asked to take it to go, and then I never ate it. I did finish all the chips, or fry. I guess, do they call them fries? I don't know. Because fries implies thin. But these were chunky, so maybe chunky fries. I don't know. They're chips. Anyway, they're chips. I'm in England now. I can call them chips. This was like a bacon something burger. I don't remember. Oh no, it was a barbecue. It was a barbecue bacon burger, I think. And then I tried the bourbon something. I don't remember what it's called. Because I haven't had the bourbon before and I wanted to try it. And it was alright. I don't think I would drink it again, but just trying something new. In America, they call them boigers. Boigers, yeah. If you're like a mid-90s gangster, sure. The trip was also my first time in a Cheesecake Factory. How did you enjoy it? What did you order? I was surprised at how big the menu was, honestly. Like, it was a thick menu. Very, very big. I think Marky also got the burger, and I think Falazar and Seth got some kind... Oh, what was it? Like... Oh, can I see the menu from here? No, it's too... Oh, it's desserts, okay. Marky ended up getting the cheesecake. Oh, it did focus. Wait, I can do this. Can I rotate? I don't think I can, but... So... Oh. What? I can't move the thing like this? That's annoying. But yeah. I have a picture of it, actually. It was this cheesecake. And it was very good. Marky tempted me into having 1 spoon of it, and it tasted pretty good. I didn't get any videos of Seth literally dunking his face into the whipped cream. The whipped cream goat. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Maiko, AFK, no worries. AFK away. Their bread was not good. Did you try the bread? We didn't actually touch the bread apart from maybe picking it up and looking at it. So yeah, I'm glad that we didn't then. It kind of looked a little stale, to be honest. So yeah, it literally just sat there. Funny. Uju Cowboy, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 2 months. Very kind of you. I super appreciate it. Thank you so much. The free bread was very stale. Okay. That's probably what we sensed and why we didn't eat any. Uju Cowboy, how are you doing? Welcome in. It's almost 1, so I'm going to finish up this day, the 6th. So we got through the 5th and the 6th, which is a pretty good, like... Oh god. How do other people do this on their streams? I feel like I'm the only one who took this many pictures and is going through every single picture. Because I'm literally recounting the day instead of just picking out specific moments. So maybe next stream I just skip to the highlights and we don't do the second by second thing anymore, because it's probably just wasting everyone's time. Yeah. So we finished, oh wait, I meant to read, whipped cream throat goat. Yeah, that was the actual title that we came up with. That's fun. Did you take pictures of your dumps too? No, but I should have. Or poop map, or what's that thing that Wiggles uses? There's like an app where you can take pictures of your poops and like send them to people, I think. I've been enjoying it even though I was actually there. It's nice to relive, right? A little bit. Like, this will probably be on the video, on the VOD as well, so in the future, if I come back to this, I can be like, hey, that was kind of like how it was. Okay, I think after there, I don't remember. This night was actually kind of fuzzy. I think Marky left us, very sad, to meet the others in Gaslamp, and I think you did karaoke and stuff. And then Falazar, Seth, and I tried the bar at their hotel or motel or whatever it's called. And I took a picture of the drink because it was pretty. So this was a gin and tonic and lemon and something else that I don't remember. There was another ingredient. And I thought the choose straws thing was really weird. Like, are you supposed to share the straw with someone else, or are you supposed to just... I mean, obviously I used both straws, but it's like, what is the purpose instead of just giving you one straw? I don't know. I don't drink enough to know. I did, sure. You did. It's fine. I mean, you wanted to see the others. I was kind of counting on the fact that we would see them at the Friday meetup anyway. So, but yeah, it's all good. You had a fun night, and we had a fun night as well. So it was no loss. And hopefully karaoke was good. I'm terrible at karaoke, so I probably wouldn't have... Well, maybe if I'd drunk enough, I probably would have. I don't know. Yeah. It's fine. Marky's a big boy. He's allowed to choose who he wants to hang out with as well. And honestly, I mean, karaoke does sound kind of fun. We did try to find the others at Metal, which I think is where you guys were, but by the time we got there, I think you'd already left, gone somewhere else. So, not sure. We did try to find you. Oh, that's right. We ended up in the golf bar. So we left this place. Oh, there's all of us at the rooftop bar. We left this place. Okay, so this couple was so... I think they were on a date. And yeah, it was interesting. I think they went outside to smoke, and then this guy was getting very vibey. I don't know what the right word is. Anyway, yeah, so we went into town, we tried to find you guys, and then is the mix over already? Please. I'm only a few pictures away from the end of the day. It can't have been 3 hours already. It's not been 3 hours. Maybe it just stopped briefly. Where is it? Oh. Oh, the Halloween lo-fi. Okay. I see. We'll just switch over to autumn lo-fi then. I basically just don't want to risk any audio that's going to get this muted. Hopefully. Alright, going back to this. Then we went to the golf bar. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I can find this on the map. Because it's in Gaslamp Quarter somewhere. So I was under the impression that at a golf bar, there would be like mini golf inside, and you could do drunk mini golf, and I was kind of living for that. Except I was lied to by myself. There was not any mini golf inside. It was one of those virtual golf things where you hit the ball against the screen, and that's the golf, which is kind of fake imitation of golf, if you ask me. Like, bruh. And they didn't even have golf on the TV. It was just there was wrestling and basketball. So, like, how does that make any sense? Gas lamp golf bar. It was actually right across the way from... Oh, here we go. It was right across the way from the Irish pub that I had fish and chips with Asahi, Seb, and Melly the following day, I think. So that was really cool. Came full circle. Where is it? Why is this big van in the way? That's annoying. Oh, it's right here, I think. Is it here? Unless they didn't exist in 2020. Wait. I am right here. So I think they didn't exist in 2020. I think this was the place, but it must have... This was February 2020, so it might have been changed now. Volcano Rabbit. Wait, really? Oh, Volcano Rabbit permanently closed. So this is the golf bar. It got renovated. This is now the golf bar. Karaoke's my fave. I mean, you are a man of many talents, so I mean, I guess karaoke is not about the singing, so I understand that. It's just about like having fun. No one's there to judge how good you are at singing, so that's fair. Yeah. Plus like date nights. True. Oh, hibiscus. I think that was the missing one. Yeah, because I tried asking for it here, I think, and they were like, we don't have that. I think I ended up having a Hendrix gin. I have a picture of it and it looks very sus. I can already see the sus comments coming, so yeah, prepare yourselves. That was the place not there yet. Gotcha. Wait, are you ready for the drink that I had? I think this was the Hendrix gin. I wasn't aware that it looked like this. But yeah. We're not going to zoom in on that. All right. Moving swiftly on. Okay, so then we left the golf bar. We didn't play any golf. We probably should have asked. That would have actually been pretty fun. They probably would have charged though. There's probably like a fee for it. And then we headed back to our respective places. I got one last shot of when we were walking up the street, like slightly half drunk. I was slightly buzzed, and I was just, yeah. I wasn't dancing because we're saving that for another day. But I was definitely not 100% walking straight. Actually, no, I was doing pretty okay. Just not 100% sober. Yes. I think that is the day. That is the full day. This day actually goes into the next day. It's the 7th. It's at midnight. So we started heading out back around midnight. Yeah. And then the next day, sneak peek, Triggerfire shirt. First day of the con, Friday. So yeah, I'll pick up probably this. Okay, where did we get to? The hoodie you're wearing is cute. That is because it's your hoodie, which you lent to me because I didn't want to wear the same hoodie. I only took one hoodie because I was under the impression that I was gonna go clothes shopping when I was in San Diego, and I ended up not. So yeah, it's fine. I am definitely going to... Well, actually, I did okay for my outfits. I was going to say I wasn't planning to wear much. That sounds really bad. I wasn't planning to like be super fashionable, so I don't mind what I wore. But thank you for lending me this. I always walk more straight when I'm tipsy than sober. Really? That's hilarious. I love that. What is this? Wait, I don't recognize this. Sorry, I just bumped the thing. Let me switch to this other scene real quick to just double check. Oh, okay. I saw a picture of a car and I was trying to work out what I was doing. And it was actually a thing of the... I was just checking that it was in the same day. Yeah, we were just walking back. I just took around a video. Alright, and then it loops. So yeah, that was... Let me close all of this. Oh my gosh. Didn't know it's gonna do that. Just like flashing the entire day in one go. That's funny. Yeah, that was day 5. Well, not day 5. It was the 5th and the 6th. So day -1 and day 0, and then day 1 of the con was the Friday. So we'll save that because how far did I get down? That was about 80 to 90 pictures worth. So out of how many left to go? 360. But to be fair, a lot of these are duplicates, so we'll probably end up going through the rest quite a lot quicker. There was the con, some bits of the con, some people I met at the con, the meetup, obviously, and then the rest was kind of just like random other pictures of other meetups and things like that. So yeah, I don't think it will be word for word going forward. I think really that was just the beginning bit, and then the rest is kind of just like who I saw and what we did. But yeah, it's almost 1 a.m, so I'm gonna call it. I'm sorry to have put everyone through all of this. I didn't realize I was going to be talking this much. And yes, we'll continue part 2 or probably this weekend. Yeah, I think I think that'll be fine. Nick Chill Club, oh my gosh, so good to see you. What the heck? It's been forever. I hope you're well. Monkey on the car, hello. I love your username. Monkey on the car. That one meme. Thank you for the follow. Did you know I'm stealing it? I did not. I did steal something else. But it was not that hoodie. I ran through 8 shirts, 3 pairs of jeans, 8 boxers. Oh, see, I wish I didn't have any checked luggage, so I couldn't bring that much. But I should have bought another pair of shorts, because I was planning to buy a pair of shorts when I was out there, but everywhere actually turned out to be fairly, like, not cheap. I mean, it makes sense because it's San Diego, but yeah. Lesson learned. I'm just gonna find another pair of shorts to bring next time, and I should be okay, because it's only a week. And I was, yeah, maybe 3 to be on the safe side. I'm glad I only bought 1 pair of jeans, because obviously it was not very jeansy weather. And I did bring quite a few shirts, so I was covered on the shirt front. Oh, I have all the other clothes that I picked up. Oh, well, that's kind of con-related stuff, so we'll get to that on the next stream. Yeah, I'm kind of a little disappointed I didn't get through everything today, but it's probably for the best. It's kind of an overload of information, so we'll save. This is like the teaser. This is like the build up to the con stuff. And yeah, so we'll save that. Okay, let me see. It's been fun going through everything again. Yeah, I like it. It's like consolidating everything in my memory, you know, like when you dream, and your dream is kind of like your brain's way of organizing memories and things. That's where you get like spatterings of everything. So it's nice going through it and doing like a mini Google Maps tour thing, everything. But nice. I didn't notice this. It's kind of cool. Maybe that's not there, but this is 2020 still, so might have been taken down. I miss you all so much already. I know, same. Everyone was so nice. I can't say it enough. I want my money back. Free money. Of course you do. Your money is literally in your name. It's that one video. I love it. Glad you did not break your back at the Novo Sand. Wait, that was the... Oh, yeah. So I'll go through this again when we get to it, but I actually had video. I didn't have a video of that specific incident, but Seth and I were very tempted to go on it, and we wanted to meme it because obviously Seth is tall and I'm short, so we were gonna have him like throw me off onto the thing. So I'm very glad that we didn't, because I probably would have ended up breaking my back. So yes, very glad that did not happen. This was very anticlimactic. Okay, actually, no, they're kind of holding. Oh, and he just pushes them off, and he jumps off. See, it looks fluffy, but apparently, I mean, this foam doesn't really cut. I don't know. I didn't get to feel what the foam was like because that might have helped, but yeah. I don't know. Haven't watched the actual video of the person who broke their back, but yeah, not sure. Oh, and this other one was. I think this was the anticlimactic one.
Ready and they're set. We're gonna go on fight in 3, 2, 1, fight. Oh yeah.
So basically, I was gonna just do that and then except with a bit more force. Also, in what universe does this look comfortable to fall on anyway? There's like lots of sharp angles. Why wouldn't they just like make them balls or something? Make a ball pit. Or use the same material that the Razor. So Razor at Amsterdam had a mechanical bull. And I'm pretty sure someone still broke their arm or something, but I don't know. Thrak, hello! What's up? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. That's super kind of you. Yes, I'm super glad that we got to meet as well. It was like, yeah, it was a really busy weekend. So being able to like meet up with everyone, as many people as I did, was it was super hectic. And we were just talking about Meta earlier. He has COVID now, so yeah, I probably got it from the wedding. He should have come to San Diego. But yeah, whatever. I'd have broken you. Nice. I have the video of the one where she broke her back. I haven't watched it because I don't know how like gruesome it is, but yeah, it looked pretty gruesome. It sounds pretty gruesome, and so I kind of don't want to watch it, but maybe I should. Feel her pain. I heard the sacrificed the depth of the pit. Oh, they sacrificed the depth of the pit, so it was more visible from the outside, which made it a lot harsher than it should have been. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm just glad that I didn't actually give it a go. Okay. So I'm gonna save the rest of that, and then we're gonna call it a stream here. I think I basically took 3 hours to go through getting day -1 and day 0. But we're here now. So we just need to do the weekend and then we have the last day. So maybe it becomes... Oh, I mean, I can do it this weekend probably. I can do Saturday and Sunday probably. We'll see. Yes. It doesn't look bad. Yeah, that's a thing, because like you probably don't notice that you broke your back in that way when you land harshly. Like you're in shock and then you break and then it like the pain sets in. So big ouchies. Hopefully she's doing okay. Hopefully. The broken back grip doesn't look bad from the outside. She jumps and you can tell she's in some pain. Yeah, that's the worst thing. Like when you actually like are in pain, but then you're not, like it's actually worse, like because of the shock. That's the one thing that I fear. All right, I'm gonna call it before it gets too late. And yes, I will be back probably this weekend to wrap up the rest of this. It's been really fun going through all the pictures. I'm glad I did take a lot of pictures because it gives me something to talk about. I have videos also of like stuff that's coming up, which I'm excited to go through. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you again to Risky for the raid earlier. That was super kind of you. Wrap up the next 3 hours of the trip. I'm like 80% of the way through the pictures. I don't think I can get through the next 300. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. It's Friday tomorrow, so it's the weekend. I definitely need the weekend to try and reset my... Actually, my sleep's been decent. I got to sleep fairly quickly yesterday, and I woke up like normal this morning, so I don't know. I think maybe I survived the jet lag. Which is good. Alright, let me see where we can hand off to... Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's Mess Express. Oh, yes. So I know Mess Express from the meetup. Yeah, I was so annoyed that I couldn't get a pin to her because she gave me one of her pins. I should have taken pins with me, damn it. I did manage to sneak pins to Tim, who gave them to someone, to Jay and the others in the community. So I managed to get some pins over to them at least. But yeah, I'm Sag. Marky, Sanna, Seth, Sweet Money. Who else is here? Thrak. Nick Chill. It's good to see you again. Actually haven't, yes, yeah. That was Monkers. Monkey on the car. I still love your username. Seb, if you're still looking. Maiko. Take care. Have a good rest of your evenings / early mornings. And I will catch you the next time. I'm glad that I did stream. Let me do a raid the Mess Express. And yeah, if you have a second or two, go and say hello to her. I'm sure she would super appreciate it. It was really great getting to meet her at the meetup. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful time. I'll catch you later. Oh wait, yes, we do need a raid message. I don't have one. Just reuse these ones. All right, take care and peace out. Is this no, we're at day 1, Bishop. We're just about to start day 1 next stream. Right, love you. Bye.